Good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, we've got a lot to cover. Okay, we're going to talk about a special mural painting by the students over at Port Isabel Junior High with the support of their art teacher and our local community. We've got fun facts about some of our history's most famous paintings by some of the greats. Plus, did you hear that the city of McAllen was recently recognized for efforts in the It's Time Texas Community Challenge? We've got details on that. I told you there's a lot going on, so don't go anywhere. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hey there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. Now, to kick off today's show, we're so excited to talk about a special mural that was painted by various students at Port Isabel Junior High in Port Isabel. Art teacher Adrian Rodriguez worked closely with these young creative minds to help make this project possible way at the beginning of the school year in their campus's main hallway, and now it's finally complete. They worked together to make this possible, from taping off the wall, sanding it down, cleaning it, priming it, and of course, painting it. And after 13 hard weeks, they're just pleased to show it off to our Valley por Vida family. So go ahead and take a look at this montage. Again, the students did most of this amazing work, and their efforts were, of course, supported by staff and parents throughout the entire process. Just goes to reiterate the power of dedication and commitment, as well as creative and artistic opportunities for our students here in the Valley, which, of course, is cool. And since Port Isabel is brewing up some very talented future professional artists, we thought it'd be fun to take a look at some possible sources of their inspiration when it comes to art and history. See, while we all may know about various pieces of artwork, we may not know some of the interesting aspects behind the project or the painter themselves. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so we've all heard of and seen the Mona Lisa, right? Well, according to BuzzFeed.com, artist Leonardo da Vinci painted the masterpiece back in the 1500s, and apparently he never actually mentioned the Mona Lisa in any of, his personal sketches or notebooks. So it's kind of odd. And we're all familiar with Frida Kahlo, right? That's because her image is just burned into our brains when it comes to various artwork throughout history. The site says that the painting called Two Fridas by Frida Kahlo is interesting because there's one difference between both figures, and that's the clothing. Apparently, she used to dress with a modern European style and then later on started dressing in clothes that appeared more in line with the traditional Mexican customs, so it's definitely interesting. And there's another painting called American Gothic, and this one was created by artist Grant Wood. But it's also intriguing because he had visited a small town in Iowa, and that's where he randomly found his inspiration. Apparently, he sketched it out and even used his sister and, get this, his dentist as models when he was working on it. So pretty funny, but hey, it came out great. And then there's the Sistine Chapel ceilings, very, very well known by the legendary Michelangelo. And the site says that it's really memorable with details that just reflect the magnificent color blue and freckled stars. In fact, this piece was so admired that, according to the site, Pope Julius II even requested for Michelangelo to paint a geometric ornament on the ceiling that would depict the 12 apostles. Now, it outlines that he ended up taking a year-long break because it, of course, took him 2 years until that point to come up with, what he had so far. But it turned out to be a masterpiece indeed. And lastly, if you recall your art history knowledge, then you might remember a classic called Girl with the Pearl Earring. Well, it turns out that the artist Johannes Vermeer didn't really paint the background to have nothing in it. It says rather that he worked from the background to the foreground and even used varying shades of dark colors like browns and black before working on any of the lighter hues. And it's pretty cool because the site also outlines that the pearl is really just an illusion. Yeah, apparently it's translucent rather, and opaque with, of course, just touches of that eye-catching white color. And in order to create beautiful paintings, you've got to have a clear mind. But in order to do that, you got to take care of your mental and your overall health. In an effort to pay attention to our body and just live a healthier lifestyle, most of us here in Texas recently had the chance to do just that with the help of our friends over at It's Time Texas Community Challenge, which commenced at the beginning of this year. And now we're so proud to say that the city of McAllen and McAllen ISD are being recognized for their efforts in this health challenge win. Now, this is very interesting because McAllen in particular won the large city category for the 5th year in a row. And for the 4th year in a row, they earned the most number of points when taking into consideration all participating cities this year in 2022. We're talking 3.76 million points earned by over 2,000 residents who participated and almost 32,000 healthy actions that were logged into the app. And even, they even won 2nd place in the state via the employer categories. It's really amazing. Plus, McAllen ISD also was a winner for a 1st place earn in the middle-sized school district category. They had almost 800 participants, and we couldn't be more happy about what this means for our local community. So we're giving you a glimpse at what this honor means for the city of McAllen right now.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm Amy McGady, the CEO of It's Time Texas. I feel like I'm here among old friends, and I'm so grateful to be among health champions today, this morning. It's Time Texas, we are a statewide health and wellness nonprofit, and it's our mission to empower Texans to lead healthier lives and build healthier communities. And the city of McAllen, the school district here, are just critical parts of our mission. So thank you, all of you, for being here today. As all of you know, because you've been winners in the challenge for multiple years, the Community Challenge is an 8-week competition at the beginning of the year to really celebrate healthy living and to have communities and schools across Texas have some friendly competition around who can demonstrate the biggest commitment of health as we start the year. And I'm so grateful to be here today with you today. I want to recognize the city and the school district. Since 2017, you have been empowering community champions to lead the charge in the Community Challenge each year, and you're doing a fantastic job as all of your trophies, awards, t-shirts, certificates attest to this. That the Community Challenge every year, it's intended to be a spark that starts the year with all of us focused on health and wellness, not just for ourselves and our families, but for our communities, the people we work with, the people we spend our lives with. And for several years now, McAllen has won the award in the large community category, and the school district has won the award in the medium school district category. And it's a real honor to get to present this award to you. This year, we had more than 2,200 people from the city of McAllen register and participate in the Community Challenge. Those people earned almost 32,000 points, and we had 800 of them who were specifically competing on behalf of the school district.
We hope that the city of McAllen and, of course, McAllen ISD participants from this challenge have helped inspire you to take charge in your own life so that you can live a healthier and active lifestyle as well. I know it definitely helped to motivate me. Of course, we want to keep ourselves safe, but we can't forget about our furry friends too. Whether you're a pet owner or not, it's important to, not only love your pet and take care of their vital and basic needs, but you gotta think about their general safety too, every single day. Whether that means being careful with their little paw pads on the hot pavement, or just making sure that they're, just secured when in a moving vehicle. I mean, there are a lot of things that we can do to make sure that they're safe like we are. And if you don't happen to have a four-legged furry family member in your house, then not to worry. There's always a chance for adoption when you open your heart to love. So our team went ahead and dropped by one local shelter to introduce you to one furry friend for our Pet of the Week segment, sponsored by Best Friends Animal Society.